my hand. And yeah, for the people tuning in later into the VOD, hello, good evening. Happy Wednesday, August 12th. We are reaching the halfway point of August. I know it's beyond my usual stream time, but I didn't want to just sit there and be completely restless as I was feeling tonight. So I figured, well, I'll do some of my usual like physio practice and stuff and try to feel better as I just... Oh my god, what is this pen pressure? As I just feel sitting there feeling sorry and in pain. I hope people are having a good evening. This is mainly just gonna go up as a... Actually, no. Yeah, I know this is just me gonna yap a little bit. I'm gonna do a little bit of... kind of like a little physio, get my range of motion and my strength back into my hand. It's still not fully there yet. So I gotta work it. Been trying to do all the exercises, all the stretches to get the movement back. So far, it's not so fun. That part has been not so fun. But let's see here. Let me get some music going. Oh, my playlists got nuked. What is this? Just because I haven't used them in a while. Okay, hold on. I want to find something that isn't too... yeah, not too crazy at this time of night. But something that'll at least keep me motivated. Because I don't believe I have a... Let's see. There we go. We'll go with the old classic jazz. Credit? What credit? Yeah, good evening. What is my notification? What? Wait, what is my... Oh! Your free $15 Twitch coupon is expiring soon. Click here now to claim it before it's gone. You'll have to send a message to Bezos. Wow, wow, I forgot that was my stream notification. I haven't checked that in like months. Damn, well, it was nice having you here. And tonight I'm just gonna take it easy and do a little bit of hand therapy. Oh, he's gonna ban me from the Pal World server. Shit. I know. Today's just a little late night yap because I was feeling restless. And I just didn't want to sit there with my my thoughts. And it's been a while. So this is one of the ways I get back into practice. Let's see. Let's try this. Stabilization 50. Yeah, that's not too bad. I can work with that speed. Oh, and for some reason the check-in is not visible. I need to fix this soon. Eventually. You know, tonight won't be anything super exciting. It's literally just me not wanting to sit in the dark because everyone else is out doing stuff. Families in the next city over doing something. I don't know. I'm just breaking everything. Eventually it's temporary. Temporary is permanent. Yeah. I'm just trying to get my range of motion and strength back in my fingers. Yeah, you've been driving a lot, so you're just resting. God, even holding the pen's kind of a struggle right now. Sucks. I gotta do it if I want to get back into it. So this is just some standard drawing exercise that I used to practice. And it's just really simple, boring stuff. So practicing lines, curves of various lengths, trying to get my wrist going. I'm hoping there'll still be tickets for the fossil museum, the Pokemon fossil. Tomorrow night or Saturday morning, but I can't book them now because I don't know when I'll be in town. Yeah. I remember reading something about that in the Discord. So too. Oh my god, my pinky finger hurts. On the way home. Hopefully you get to go. I heard good stuff about it. It'll be fun. God. 6. I'm mostly steady, but it hurts. Oh my god. Yeah, you're gonna hear me moan and complain a lot as I force myself to go through this. Because I also got a bunch of stuff that I need to get back to working on, because I haven't worked on them since May? It was the end of May that I got hit. So I have a whole bunch of stuff that I need to do for Tala, some stuff for myself. I've got a big backlog. Now, the doctors allowed me to wean myself out of the bracelet at this point. I hate bracelet? Brace. English. My god. The brace. That they charged me $50 for, which is incredible. Amazon sells it for like 12. So I'm finally allowed to keep it off long term and just really kind of just wiggle and stretch my fingers, try and do whatever I can. Congrats on the semi-recovery. Thanks, Patches. Let me put some text up on the screen just so people know what's going on, why I'm doing this boring stuff. Yeah, OBS had an update and I'm kind of... Everything seems to be okay so far. Every time OBS has an update, I get really nervous about it. Yeah, so I always get a little bit nervous about it, but so far everything seems to be working okay. Let's see. Ooh. It's still a little hard to kind of like work the mouse. Take my time, do the museum in the morning and then head home. Yeah. Let's see, do a little. There we go. I suppose I should also set the category. Let's see. Since this is technically some very boring art, I don't need Twitch bonking me again. There we go. I have a thought to retrain your hand. Yeah, but how you doing, Patches? Hope you're doing well, bro. God, the pinky is where it hurts the most, because that's where the big fracture was. Just imagine you're fondling something, my god. Now, one of the things that I've been doing is I've been sticking my hand into the rice container that we have, like the big ones, the ones that are like 3 feet tall. Kind of just like going through the motions through the rice, just to try and get some strength back. And it's been doing okay for the most part. Like the exercises don't hurt. But gripping the pen like this is proving a little harder than I thought. Just because it's putting pressure on the fifth metacarpal.
Trivia has been redeemed.
Trivia?
Did you know? Soji's preferred role in games is healer or ranger.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, because I was never really upfront kind of guy, like in MMOs. I always loved being like the archer and firing from a distance. So, one of the first games that I ever played was a game called Gates of Anderon. And that was the North American version? Yeah, being the turret, exactly. Yeah, the global version of the game was called 4-Story. And it shut down a few years ago and it had like a revival on Steam, like last year, I think. And that was one of the first MMOs I played, and I played the Archer. I fell in love with it because it had
Imagine not being hydrated. Oh, I'm such a bad person for not drinking water.
Thank you for the hydrate. Yeah, that was one of the first MMOs I played, and I fell in love with the Archer class because of this AoE skill. That was like a rain of arrows. I remember seeing that. I was so blown away.
Very good little sub.
Oh my god. I forgot I had that from Mrs. She still owes me a new voice line for the hydrate. She's been telling me that for like 2 years. Like, oh, I hate hearing that line. I'll get you a new one. Yeah, ever since I saw that class in that game, I stuck mainly to like archer roles. It's been fun. And then I'm like playing healers. I love being able to tell people like, shut up and get over here if you want your heals, or you can just go off and die. Yeah, the grip is really fucking hurting. Yeah, the doc says I have about 2 to 3 months at least for a full recovery. I'm like, bro, are you kidding? Oh yeah, for the ways. Yeah, I saw. Was that the chaotic version, or was that like the normal version? Yeah, I have to remind you to take your potions. Hi Z. Beta test. Okay, fun. I think that was line 6. 7. Yeah, so the point of this exercise that I was taught is to do everything at least 8 times in either direction. The other thing I got taught was to not use my wrist so much and use more of the shoulder and elbow movements, which I need some getting used to still. That way you're not putting as much pressure on your wrist, and you know, you have to go through issues like carpal tunnel and whatnot, which I suffered through high school. That was not fun. And my mother didn't believe me, because on top of being in school, I was also helping out the salon doing nails. That also put extra pressure on my wrist. Especially as a pedicurist.
Hi, honey.
Hi, honey. Hello. Now, it was mainly pedicure, so massaging leg muscles and feet took so much out of my fingers and hands.
You're a simp.
I know. For certain people. And yeah, I developed carpal tunnel early on. And my mother did not believe me. She's like, you're this young, how could you possibly have carpal tunnel? She got mad at me once because I couldn't work on a customer.
Soji Trivia has been redeemed. Did you know? He got kicked out of school for fighting a lot.
I did. I got into a lot of fights, particularly in high school. Yeah, I can tell. Like the kid at the computer, just smacking all the buttons. Yeah, I got into a lot of fights because the high school that I went to was a very privileged high school. It was the new one in town that had just been finished being built like 2 years prior. It was about 3 to 4 times the size of all the other high schools that we had in our city. It was like 4 little campuses into one. And of course, the people there, their parents like farted out money. So everyone was driving brand new cars. This was around 2009 was 9th grade. Back then they hadn't implemented into high school yet. It was 2010 to 2012 that I went to that school. It was called Fossil Ridge and I hated it. People were so very in their own little bubbles about the world and it pissed me off, especially the faculty. So I was constantly getting into fights with kids and the faculty, and it got to the point they didn't want to keep me in the school and they sent me to what's called an alternative school. Yeah, so they use the word alternative. It's basically the social rejects. So I went there with all the so we had like the typical like teenage mothers and whatnot, the people who couldn't fit into school ordinarily, like me. Yeah, it's like the school you go to when you're kind of expelled. They didn't expel me, but they're like, this is the last option you have. This is like the only other school that's gonna accept you. Like if you go here, you can still get a high school diploma and not a GED. It's like, yeah, that's fine with me. So I got kicked out of Fossil Ridge and I went to the alternative school. It's called oh fuck, it's been like 13 years. Yeah, I don't know why people look down on GEDs. Yeah, but people love to make such a big distinction, especially in this country. It was Pooter Community Academy, PCA. That's what it was. It was a small school. They repurposed like this very old school building. At its peak, we had like maybe 40 to 50 students total, and there was only 5 teachers in the school. It was a very small, close-knit community, and it was fantastic. And I kind of wish I had went there sooner. The people were great. I fell in love with all the teachers. They were so nice. I'm sorry I had a tragic adolescence. Why does it matter if I learned my shit later? Yeah. Yeah, so I went to PCA. I had to repeat a year. And then it was great. I graduated, got my degree, and I kind of miss some of the people. I think about them every now and then. I hope they're doing well, because we were the unfortunate lot in the city, because no one else really wanted us. We were kind of like the social outcasts, because we had a couple mothers they got pregnant really young, but they were fantastic people, and I hope they're all still doing well. Yeah, that's why I ended up there. I got into a lot of fights. I used my taekwondo training for the wrong reasons. Well, my parents at least sided with me. They told me that if I ever got bullied or picked on, that I should fight back. And that's been the belief that I've always kind of held on to. That you shouldn't just let people bully you. And yeah, you're gonna deal with consequences a little bit, but it's better to punch them and teach them a lesson. The school didn't agree, of course. So that's the story behind that trivia piece. 5, 6. Oh, I didn't keep count. I'm gonna say that's 8. Yeah, this is mainly a lesson in stability. And there's one other word that I forgot. English is not with me today. It never seems to be whenever I choose to stream. Oh, right. I was saying, yeah, part of the other thing is learning how to draw up with the shoulder movements, like the shoulder and elbow movements instead of the wrist. Because when you draw with the wrist a lot, like a lot of arts kind of start out doing, it leads to like carpal tunnel and whatnot. So this is a way to alleviate that. Yeah, an opportunity to get some lessons from a prominent Japanese artist on Twitter a while back. This is one of the things they told me to do. I was like, stop drawing with the wrist. Learn to start drawing with your shoulder. I'm kind of bad about it. Because like micro movements, you're still gonna use like your finger and stuff. But overall, he said that you should try practicing with your shoulder instead. And you can lessen the amount of strain. Because as I've learned, the wrist is a very important area. Fuck. Yeah, you're gonna hear me swear a lot as I work my way through this. Yeah, recovery, like physical therapy, sucks. No, you gotta do it. And this is related to some of my work, so I gotta put up with that anyhow. I can't remember where I learned this exercise. It wasn't in school. I think it was an art book that I got back in the day. It was like 50 drawing tips and exercises. This was some of the stuff that they told you to practice.
An ad is incoming in 60 seconds.
Thank you, Jarvis.
Of course, sir.
See, he works on this scene with that. For some reason, at the home scene, he doesn't let me know when ads are coming. I don't know if that's an issue with him or just how I set up this scene. Oh my god. My fucking pinky! Yeah, I'm right-handed. So I'm putting a lot of pressure down on the right side where it was broken. Thankfully, the fracture line has mostly kind of fused. It's still there. Like you can still feel the calcium buildup around the area. I think it's really thick, like compared to my left
An ad
hand.
is incoming in 60 seconds.
Oh, thank you, Jarvis.
Of course, sir.
Yeah, but when I rub over the where the metacarpals are, or yeah, metacarpals, the bones and the ring and pinky finger, I can feel the big calcium buildup that just surrounds them to protect the area. It's kind of weird because it creates like this big bump. Ooh, that's what I need to do. I need to set up the ad text on this scene. Hold on, let me put that into my notes for game scene. Ad scrolling text. Do you ever just poke at it? Yeah, like the calcium buildup. I touch it all the time because it just feels so weird, that little bump there. Yeah, the orthopedic center wanted me to go back for a couple more checkups, but I told them no, I'm not doing that. Because each visit costs me around $300. It's $200 to $300 per visit with like the x-rays and everything. And the doc only sees you for like about 10 minutes. You sit there waiting for 30 minutes. The doctor sees you for under 10 minutes, and then you spend like another 10 doing x-rays and shots. And then that $300. I told him, no, I'm good at this point. I'm just gonna wear the brace and kind of, you know, follow the instructions, wean it off, and then whatever happens, happens. I still owe over $2,000 to them. They're still reviewing the financial assistance, which is crazy to me. Because it's been May, June, July, over 2 months. We're not quite at 3 months yet, but it's getting there. And for my overseas lurkers, if you think about coming to America, just be aware. Don't let yourself get injured. Get, I think it's traveler's insurance? It's 3, 4. I think I'm kind of cheating having the stabilization on, but this is still a form of practice for me anyway. Because I like drawing using the stabilization. Helps me control the lines. Yeah, our healthcare is shit. Yeah, how you doing, Wolfie? I've mentioned it before, where I had a buddy who was feeling very, trigger word, suicidal. And he ended up going to the hospital, and they slapped him with a bill that I think it was a stupid number. It was tens of thousands of dollars. I think it was somewhere between like 50,000. Because I was reading Wolfie's comment as I spoke. Yeah, because the emergency, the care, and all that, it was a stupid amount of money. And then I had a different friend who had his mother pass away. And the funeral costs and all of that costs less than my friend who recovered from suicide. Like, it's cheaper to die and get buried. That's the American system. It's crazy. Yeah, it blows. What can you do? Yeah, you're still playing Power World? Yeah, I get on. I'm sure my farms are running. I cook, I feed everyone, and then I check on my eggs because I'm still breeding a whole bunch of stuff. I'm raiding all of the raid pals right now, trying to give them the best stats and whatnot. Then I'll eventually toss them into the pal box. I'll know if I've been playing too long because I'll see Vez pop on, and then seeing her notifications like, oh, it's morning. That's how I know it's about like 6 or 7 a.m. because I see Vez hop onto the game for a bit. The 2 knights from the desert, yeah, the legendary knights, Palladius and Acromis. Yeah. The thing with our hospitals too is a lot of them say they are not for profit. So like like the one that I went to, they proudly call themselves not for profit, but they'll still charge you an arm and a leg. And that's just crazy to me. Yeah, they are saving lives, it's just they need to make a little bit of money while doing it. And by little, I mean a lot. So the next exercise that I was taught is connecting the dots. Yeah, this is more visual training, not just stability too. It's like on one hand, like going left to right is easy because you can see where the dot's gonna end up. Then going right to left is a little bit harder. Actually, no, what was it the other way? I think it's the angles that fucked me up. Because the hand that you draw with ends up covering the other dot. So you have to have good visualization. Yeah, it's hard to find a neurologist. Yeah. myself I gotta do this 8 times each. Yeah, they made the fight with the Twin Knights a lot easier than it was before, because now they have the arena. Before, they were just wandering out in the field. So if you ran into the area, good luck. But now they're confined, so you have a place that you can shoot down at them from. It's made battling them a lot more bearable.
You're a simp, you're a simp, you're a simp, you're a simp. No, you've never been a pimp, you're a simp.
Yeah, I know. That was one of the things that people knew me the most the most well for a while. It was like my 3rd year, I think, that I kind of got that moniker, being the VTuber simp. And thanks for the sub of 50 months, Minion. I appreciate it. No, I'm just doing hand exercises. It's part of my self-prescribed physio. I'm doing all the other stuff too, like the grip strength and then the range of motions, which honestly sucks. I didn't realize how much range I would lose. Hand exercises. Well, that's the first joke anyone makes. God damn it. So I'm not even trying to make a shape, but this is kind of just how it ends up. So go down and then up the other one. I should put ghost shadow on the screen, that way I can just look at the chat instead of having to look over left and right. Yeah, to be fair, I know the yaoi hands. Yeah. The broken yaoi hand. See, that one was bad. Yeah, I struggle with my angles. Fucking killing me, but I need to do this. I struggle going, what's this? Left to right, west to east. And then down to up is also where I struggle. So honestly, I should do it more than 8 times, but 8's the standard that I was taught. Yes, this is no shape in particular, it's just connecting the dots. Shit. Yeah, it's also good exercise to see like how your hand drifts as you draw, because like you saw the first line, I went up. So you're able to see the habits that your hand makes. Makes you more aware of them. Yeah, that first one I kind of veered off to the right. Yeah, the real good practice of that is actually circles. The optical illusion makes my It tingles my brain. Yeah. The real trick for finding out your drawing habits and how your hand and fingers tend to veer is the circle practices. So I'm okay with counterclockwise now. So they're not too bad. You kind of see I start off on this one. I slant off more when I start it. And then clockwise is the one where I get impatient and struggle. That one wasn't too bad. But like here, you see this area, I went too sharp of an angle. So it's about identifying your habits and kind of fixing them again. I went too sharp of an angle at this area. Yeah. Clockwise is my actually wait, what was I doing? Yeah, I take a lot more time drawing the clockwise circles just because I know they're my weak spot. Otherwise I do like this. It looks kind of like a squished bow bun. You see the bottom is super flat. And then the one that really trips me up is it's called the target practice. It's kind of like the target logo. So just you draw a circle and then you keep drawing more circles around it, trying to keep the equal amount of distance. Like, see there, I already failed right there. Yeah, that bottom area. Oh, it's been worse. Oh yeah, you see it right there. Remember, this is counterclockwise. No, clockwise. And clockwise trips me up because as my hand goes around on this side, I can't see this half of the circle. That's why it's really important to have like balanced lines, because even though you can't see this half, you can still kind of see this half as you're going. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Came out too much near the edge there. Yeah, my hand slows towards this area at the bottom. I gotta work on it. Draw a chibi. I don't know, I'm joking. I wish I was good at drawing chibis, but I'm not. And then a variant of the curves. There's another kind of like a visualization one. Where you draw the line and then you draw a curved line from point to point, and you try to make them as even as possible. Again, what I got told at least 8 times. Draw Chibi Z. Chibi's not my style, unfortunately. 4, 5. You drop good cheapies though, like Benny's. You did good with Benny's. We're just gonna erase this and then we're gonna go down to up. Let's see. Down up is where I struggle. This damn broken finger isn't making it any easier. Yeah, the key thing is to kind of go through the motion first and visualize the line, how it's going to be drawn out, and that'll help. I say this like I'm a pro artist. I'm not, but I just remember all the lessons that I was taught. See, I fucked up that one. I'm gonna move the chair arm. Man, I'm kind of sad that my old Spotify playlist got nuked. I was trying to look for it and it was gone. Wait, did I go up or down? I think I went down to... No. Yeah, I went down. Fuck. And 8. Oh my god, my freaking knuckle. Because I spent like 8 weeks going from splint to cast to brace. My knuckles gotten super weak. And just bending it still kind of hurts. It's still doing that whole snapping thing. Man, earlier I was trying to relook at the eye practice that I did. I think it was last year, maybe almost 2 years ago. And it's kind of alien to me. Like, I don't remember how I did owies. So it's kind of going back through, looking at it. So we have the people highlight, the outline, the eye itself, another highlight, last shadow, the jelly shape. I also don't remember how I did that. I wish my lines were that nice. Practice, dude. Just practice. So I did the white and then the glow. Water texture. And then just a blend of 1, 2 to 3. Oh yeah, I started gray. And then I colored in gray. And then the whites. Yeah, it's weird coming back and looking at this because I don't remember how I drew these because it's been so long. Like, I'm proud of them, but damn. My daughter's eye. anthropologist. Is that what it's called? Yeah, something I. It's like how when I first broke my hand, I was mixing up orthopedist and orthodontist. I think orthodontist is teeth. I honestly don't know. English is not my main language. don't ask me any questions. And then eventually, after I do all this, I need to go back to work on Tala because I owe her so much. Irisologist. Yes, I think I can get away with giving a sneak peek for one of the stuff that I've been working on her. Can I? I don't think she is. Oh yeah. Plus, it's not like her people really follow or watch me. They like the stuff I put out, but they don't really follow and watch. Not that I stream often enough to. Yeah, but we were working on a kind of like a military and camo for her. And then I have a whole bunch of other stuff too. I need to do like the Japanese tattoo. That one's been giving me a lot of problems before I broke my hand because the way the layers are separated, you want the tattoos to look connected and smooth. What do you mean I put out? Wait, what do you mean? Oh yeah, her Japanese tattoos are giving me a little bit of trouble. It's not like when I did her goth model. The goth model was easy enough. The problem with the Irazumi, the Japanese style tattoos for her, was that I need to find a way to keep them connected across her separated body parts and layers. Because the goth model also kind of had that issue, but it was relatively easy to do just because the tattoos were all separated and smaller. They weren't connected. But that's the one I'm most excited for just because it was my favorite from her old model. And I just need to get back into doing it. But right now I wear this and then yeah, so Yakuza. I think we were discussing a few more options. And then I know she was talking about some other stuff that I wasn't gonna handle. Let's see, so notes. Yeah, we got the black, we got the blonde. Frima, I don't think she's gonna touch Nikkei again. But I think she liked the idea of the tiger stripes on the jacket. Goth also wanted to update. It's like a 1.1 update for the Goth. That's something that I wanted to do. Tan. I'm pretty, yeah, no, I already did the tan. Unless you wanted to do a different one. Yeah, because I have so many folders of hers on my desktop. I think I finished the Helldivers alt for her. I did the white base. I did the Yoko base. I did the Ghislaine one. The As Death. We also did that one. Oh yeah, we also did that. Yeah, no, right now I'm just the big challenge with her next model, the biggest work is going to be the Japanese style tattoos. Not that I'm complaining, I love working with her. Tal is so fun to work with. Because there's also a level of symbolism with Japanese tattoos. Some people are gonna say it's corny worrying about that, but I don't want people to point at her and laugh at her. It's like, oh, you just kind of just slapped this together. I want there to be some semblance of understanding and making it look good. Because at least with the goth, right? This is what we had. This is ultimately the finalized version that we did. She's not heterochromatic. That was just a test that I did for fun. Because this was easy enough. The neck tattoos were... That was tricky. Because I had to figure out how to give them enough like uniformity and make sure they didn't feel too disconnected from where her neck meets her clavicle. So there is still that line of separation that you can see, but it looked well enough. And then making sure everything looked okay with all the different like arm toggles that she had. She has 1, 2, 3, like 4, 5 arm toggles. So make sure the tattoos looked good in each and every single position too. It was fun. Yeah, the goth was really fun. And it taught me a lot about how her
Soji
model is
trivia has
structured.
been redeemed. Did you know? He loves to collect jewelry, especially rings.
I did, and I had a very large ring collection at one point that I had to sell just to be able to afford a ticket to a funeral. And I've been trying to build that collection back up. It's taking me a long time. But I'm happy. I still got some rings left. I've got a decent necklace collection too. Collection, not connection, collection. Oh yeah, I miss having a wall and table full of just rings and necklaces. That was a while ago, but yeah. The biggest thing I gotta worry right about now is my hospital bills. I sound like a broken record, but that's just what I gotta do. I'll check all the wedding rings for Soji 2 for 1. Alright, I'm just giving my hand a bit of a break. I can't completely power through the pain. It hurts. Sorry. You know how men are when we get sick or when we're hurt. We gotta bitch a little bit. It makes us feel better. Oh, speaking of, I came across a really interesting video. Did you know there's actually a science? There's a biological reason for that. So we're like, you know, when men get sick, we're helpless. We're sprawled out in bed helpless. But women can power through it. On the opposite end, we're more physically strong. Or we're able to endure the physical aspect a bit more. And it's because of the testosterone. Unfortunately, the testosterone is a double-edged sword. The best way they put it was high defense, low resistance. So, you know, we're able to deal physical pain really well. We can power through it. But it also takes us longer to detect the viral infections and whatnot. Plan your feet, grit your teeth, and eat that horse teeth. Grit your teeth. I see. But yeah, it was a matter of high defense, low res is the best way that they described it. I was like, oh, so it's not just us being babies. Yeah, there's a little bit of validation for us. I remember there were some angry comments like, oh, you're just giving them an excuse. Yeah, I do like horses, but here's the thing. I've also had horse meat, and horse meat is really good. Horse sashimi. Cows, on the other hand, oh, I love me some cows. I love me some steak. I haven't had steak in a while, dude. I've had like beef slices that we've, like the shredded beef, and then I toss it onto my ramen, but oh, I miss having steak. Move into my belly. Yeah, so I've got Aui's eye that I did. Spoiler for her name. Yeah, I'm still so proud of that one. I don't know whose eye to really tackle next. I've kind of already done mine in a different file. So right now I'm kind of going through the list of people that I know and follow. See someone's eye that really piques my interest that I can practice on. Do one with a fiery theme? I'm not good at drawing flames though. That's the thing. I could probably put together like a red and orange base, like the gradient. And then I might be able to, not fire, but themed. Yeah. You still wanted to invoke the image of fire though. Because like in Aoi's eye, you can still see there's traces like the ripples of the water. Like even if we remove the jelly eye, the jelly shape. Like even that still looks pretty cool. God, I remember we were stressing over how to do her eye. How should we do this? Because she wanted a jellyfish shape because that's part of her theme. So I wondered how to do the eye, and then I kept doing stuff. I was like, all right, let me look up some Google photos like jellyfish. And I think Z had the first draft, and then I created a different draft. I was like, okay, here. Actually, do I have the reference? I do not. Maybe? Nope. That was a different like pupil setting. Yeah, I was experimenting with giving her like normal pupils. Oh wait, no, yeah, here. I found some like references, images, and there's the idea that Z had. And then I refined it. I'm still kind of iffy about the outline, I'm not gonna lie. Like the white outline around it. But that's just a me issue. Nope, that's not. Ah, there it is. Okay. Why is there a space? What do you mean? Oh, these? Oh, physical building. I see. Yeah. So the next one, I don't know who I should do. I would do Bora, but hers is too similar in color, I think. No eye on my comment. See, that's Gwendolyn. Hers is a bit too simple. I want someone's eyes that really pop out for me to practice. You gotta fix your keyboard, bro. Oh, Lucas? Nah. I think Lucas might be too hard for me to try. And I want to do an eyeball that's too complicated, then make my wrist hurt. My wrist and fingers. Bora's but with starfields instead of pupils. Yeah. The thing with Bora, I'm not sure if I have like an updated model that she did. If I go into my folder, whoa. Let's see. No, I only have like her old references. I could give her my interpretation, I suppose. Wait, like here's where I'll put an image on. Or Mickey's like eyes, yeah. I think Mickey's is too easy though. No offense to him. Where is the folder? Because I tend to save like everyone's PNGs and images. Why is there a feet but not a hand tag? Because I want to see in my analytics how many people kind of click on it, or how many people admit to clicking on it from the feed. Because like, here's the Bora that I first met, and this is the Bora that I know. Like, this is Bora like 1.0. I don't think for her it was like it was even her first model, but this is the one I know. Yeah. This is back before her throat got really damaged and then like dropped like an octave. So yeah, we can kind of see like stars in her eyes. And then yeah. Dude, she was like sick for like a year. It's no wonder her voice dropped. Same with Mickey's. I do have an updated reference from him. Oh my god, I still have Minoru. I should delete that. Nova! Oh my god, I missed this design. God damn it. Yeah. I still got some blues. I have some really old Mrs. pictures. Ah, Nova Rose. I miss that design of hers. God damn. I don't want to like bring it up and necro it though. Just in case. Yeah. I've got a bunch of Mrs. old stuff. I have one. Hold on. Oh damn it! I have one. I put her in the maid outfit. That was fun. Yeah, that was really fun. I was having a lot of fun with the assets back then. Oh man. I tossed her into a maid dress. See, now I'm just getting nostalgic. Where's the other Bora image that I had? I've got a ton of hers, but lives like this one, it's not even updated. These are all old. Like, we can still see like there's a little bit of a sparkle and a star theme in her eyes. I don't know if she wants to keep like the wide pupils or have them be like a gradient over. So, here we go. Yeah, I'm choosing the sus one for Bora. So we can kind of see in here, it looks like she's got white pupils. And then a bit of a starry field. Yeah, I don't care if she can say whatever she wants. I'm choosing the sus one to represent her. So she's kind of got white pupils in there, and then just stars. The proto-Vez. Bora's busy. I think she might be at work right now because she works C shift. Yeah, but it looks like she goes from dark to... Yeah. You want to know why Bora's model breaks every single program that she tries to load it into? It's because of all the fucking stars in her hair. She uses like the Galaxy brush. That's like 10,000 pixels. It's on top of her canvas size. So she used to use canvas sizes of a stupid size. It was like 20,000 pixels. No, it's not layers. It was the canvas size alone. It was like 20 to 40,000 pixels. On top of which is the star brush that she used to color in her hair. Like, if you just look at that, like just one sweep over the hair, the brush would lag for like 5 seconds as it was trying to render all of the dots. That's why her model lagged. Like, she loves the Galaxy theme, you know, but You can see why just at the hair alone, and then the ridiculous model canvas size. Like she can never load it properly into Cubism. Yeah, but this is the most up-to-date version that I've got of her eyes. So it looks like she goes. I don't know how I want to do the gradient. I might go from. I don't know if I want to go center out or just kind of keep the standard up to down. Right? No. She can come complain all she wants. I'm keeping the sus face on. And then I'll hide owies. So for palette, here's the thing. I could also do the light as a glow. Kind of find like a center balance of the purple, like an in between. Yeah. Because I used to collect everyone's PNGs like like Pokemon cards. So I'm thinking this as a palette. So that could be the main color. Because it's not too light like this one. But it's also not too dark, which we can use for like the multiply later. So I think that will do. Yeah, for anyone that's new and doesn't know who Bora is, this is gonna be their impression of her. The sussy space goat. Oh my god, my stomach is kind of hurting too. God, my hand's hurting, my body's hurting, this sucks. Don't let yourself get hit by trucks, guys. It's not fun. You don't get isekai, you get broken bones. I wanted to get isekai'd, but I didn't. Alright. I'm gonna need to do a bit of separation that I forgot to do. Truckins do not fuck around. I no longer feel bad for my canvas size. Yeah. Because mine, for just ordinary drawings and stuff like that, I do around 4,000 to 6,000 these days. I don't feel the need to go wild. But even for some people, they think that's excessive. But you know, it's not like 20,000. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna separate the sclera line. Forgot to do that. I had to redraw some of this too. Oh god. Yeah. I got a few new brushes that I want to test out, but maybe not tonight. My body is screaming out in pain. This is not fun. I'm actually fighting so much pain right now. And depending on how bad it gets, I might call it early. Well, I say early, I streamed a lot later than I usually would. If a truck hits me and survive, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it do its job because the American system, yeah, you know, it sucks. Would it be like a rom-com isekai like Smartphone, or serious like Jobless? Smartphone. I want to have fun, dude. I don't want to have like life and death battles. Smartphone was one of my favorite isekais, just because it was more lighthearted. Okay. So that'd be the Irish line, wouldn't it? English. Okay, I'm gonna look this up. This is bugging me. Yeah, it'd be the arts. I'm trying not to. I'm using my pain as a gauge. Some days it's better than others. If I had told the doctors about all the other pain that I had in my body, they would have charged me so much more. Then, so we'll start with and then we use the fill brush that I had. Where's my, not the lasso fill, the border fill? Oh my god. Because what I do is we set the grayscale base first. That is not right. Oh, I forgot to separate the pupil too. That's fine. Lasso eraser. Love that tool. Then that gray will be how we color everything in. Because we can create a layer here, clip it to the bottom, and then whoop, it doesn't go beyond it. So that's why we set a gray layer. Thank you for the care package, the Soji care. I've forgotten all of my shortcuts. So we'll set that as a base for Bora, which I think will be fine. I'm actually gonna bring Aoi's back up just so I can have a frame of reference on how I want to do this. Yeah, because we normally do lighter. Okay, I'm seeing the problem with the color I chose. Because if we do kind of like the glow, the highlight glow at the bottom, which is kind of what I normally do because it's not obscured by the lash shadow up top, I'll have to choose a darker base. So I think, yeah, we'll do that one. And for gradients, what I like to do is I like to use the airbrush. Just because it's nice and easy. Do I not have a color picker in this? Where's the alt? How the fuck did I set this up? Ah, there we go. So we go lightly over. Using the airbrush kind of saves us some effort with the blending. Alright, I'll check it later. So let's go 120. We're just going really lightly. I am doing all this on just one layer. And I think we can get away with doing this just a bit brighter. And go back. And then for the darker area, I think we'll just color pick kind of from up here. Though it's a little hard to see, so I think what I'll do, and then we just kind of just find the balance between them all. Light pressure, from what I remember, is the key. Then we'll go in with a little bit of blur. Actually, no, it wasn't blur that I want. We'll do a very, very light blend. Now we kind of have a base that we can work on. Slow, small adjustments, and then we'll add the last shadow later. For texture-wise, I'm not sure I have like a starry map texture. And then I don't know.
Sir, you've been rated. Please give them a follow.
Oh my god.
Mrs. PUPZ rated your channel with 11 viewers.
Please give them a proper welcome.
Yeah,
You're a
no,
simp,
Jarvis,
you're a
shut up.
simp, you're a simp, you're a simp. No, you've never been a pimp, you're a simp.
What is that? Sit-ups? I can't tell what that is. Wait, why did it double? Wow, hold on. Why did it double? Oh, hold on. Double. Oh my god. Okay. 50 sit-ups, and then what was the other one? It depends on my hand if I can do it or not. Planks? What? Yeah, I don't think I can do a plank with my hand. Can I just do 50 squats instead? Yeah. Pops and misses, thanks for the raid. You double rated me? Is that why I played twice? And Dot, thank you for the resub at 42 months. Oh, you did double raid me, damn it. Okay. I'm gonna take a bit of a pause. I'm doing kind of like a therapy for my hand with art exercises just to get my fingers and my wrist moving. Let me do the thing. Let me go home for a moment. Oh, Jarvis, you're broken. Uh-oh. That broke Jarvis. He disappeared. Where is he? Uh-oh, hold on. Where'd Jarvis go? I need you. Oh, Jarvis, where'd you go? Oh no, I think he's broken. He's not here. Oh no, Jarvis is broken. He's gone. Wait, there he is. Jarvis. Oh, okay. Here, let's do the raid. Welcome. Yeah, hi, I'm Soji. Okay, that raid made him freak out. He wasn't in his usual spot. All right, 50 setups, and then I'll do 50 squats with what my body is capable of handling tonight. Give me a sec. Of course, this part's gonna get muted, but whatever, it's fine. Let's do it. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, my hip. 8. That part's still not fully healed. 9, 10. It's not actually music, so no muting. Oh, fuck. That's fine. I'll figure it out. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I really hope the update didn't break something about the audio. 21, 22, 23. Yeah, it was my right leg. It's not as bad as my hand, but it got bruised a lot. What was I on? 22? 23, 24, 25. Wait, hold on. I need to give my leg a break. Give me just a second here. Oh, Jarvis, please. Oh, I hate this update so much. Oh, this new update to OBS sucks. Oh, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Oh my god, 33, 34, 35. 37. Thank you, Jarvis. 38, 39, 40. Oh my god, this is torture. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Alright, I'll do the sit-ups. Give me a sec. Oh, bitch. Oh, this sucks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Oh my god. I like how I said my body's still a little hurting. And then I had to do the punishment wheel. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and 50. Okay. That's all the workouts done, right? Okay. I didn't miss any wheel spins, did I? I don't think my body can actually handle them yet. Oh, bloody hell. Whew. Hey, Jarvis. Take me home. Oh, we were still in ads. Whoops. What the fuck? Gigantify an emote. It's crazy. Oh, that's my channel. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thanks for the raid, guys. Don't feel bad if you got a raid and run. I know it's late for all of us. Love you. It's about your bedtime, so don't feel bad. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you have a good rest of your night. Whew. Dude, it's been so long since I've had to do something like that. That kind of took me out. Have a good night, missus. Whew. Let's see. Let me just save the art file here. Oh. Now I'm gonna sit and wait a moment, see how my body responds. Dude, because my knee, the one that I landed on, did not like that. Don't feel bad about it. I'm the one that has these wheel spins in the first place. So it's my punishment. I'm the one that set them there. But this just goes to show I still have a lot of work to do before I'm fully recovered. I'm gonna have to make a note for future streams too. The wheel punishment's still on. I just won't be able to do certain stuff, like planks. I can lift dumbbells again. I've been practicing with that. I got myself a new set of dumbbells. It's the rotating ones. They can adjust the weight. Those are so nice because they don't take up a lot of space. Love them. So yeah, I can do the dumbbell workouts. I just can't do anything like push-ups or planks that's gonna put a lot of pressure on my hands. Which you think the dumbbells would, but not as much. Because with push-ups, you're putting more of your whole body weight down. At least half, if not more. And dumbbells, I can go up to, right now, maybe 20 pounds, if I'm careful with my right hand. Baby numbers, I know. Ooh. Nothing to brag about. But I'm getting there. Yeah, right now I'm just kind of taking a break to see how my body is gonna respond in a couple minutes. Because the right side is where it took the brunt of the fall and the damage. Let me just go back and make sure that I save this. So Jarvis does exist on the screen. He just takes up the he takes up the color wheel. I think that's a fun little spot to put him. Yes, I'll save I'll save Bora's thing for later. I might work on it off stream, just because I want to test out the colors a bit more. I'm not too sure about this set that I've chosen, this palette. Yeah, so we'll save that. Gonna close. And I got a little bit of exercise and therapy in for my hand. It wasn't fun in the beginning, but it's getting there. I just gotta be patient myself, that's the main thing. And then I gotta fine tune the scene switcher so the audio doesn't double. Yeah. Yeah, today wasn't meant to be anything super fun or anything exciting. It was just a late night yap and some hand therapy. That's all it was. But I still appreciate you guys showing up regardless. I really do. Nope. We need this. Yeah, it's the updated version. Oh, this is the extra one. Let me just lower the volume on it a little bit. Yeah, I switched it out from the basic one. So this one's got a bit more of a kick to it, and it's a bit longer. There we go. Now it's done. You hear the voice? Oh, I'm so sorry. But that's not my problem. Damn it, what was I saying? Yeah, big thanks for the people that decided to show up tonight anyway, even though I wasn't really doing anything much. I was just trying to get my fingers moving. Fucking Siri bot. A palm tree. But yeah. And also thanks to the friends that kept that were keeping tabs on me throughout this recovery. I really appreciate it. Like, he's probably not here, but Bill Schmeat Missile, I appreciate you and his lovely, lovely wife and a couple others. Because I'm not gonna lie, man, these past 2 months have kind of beaten me down a little bit. It's been a fight in more ways than one. That's why I'm really grateful to the people that, you know, kept checking in on me and making sure that I was okay. It was a nice change of pace. Whew. Yeah, I think I'll end it here. It was just a late night yap. I just didn't want to kind of just sit there and be alone with my thoughts. And it's been a while since I streamed, and I really miss it. I've been discovering all these other newer VTubers have been popping up left and right. And I made friends with a couple of them, and it made me feel a lot of FOMO. So I was like, damn it, I want to stream. Even though I usually stream on Tuesdays. I legitimately forgot today was Wednesday. I thought it was still Tuesday, so I was like, yeah, it's fine. I normally stream on Tuesdays. No, it's Wednesday. Yeah. The recovery of the Yowie hand continues. We'll get back there to our glory days, and I can take a good photo of it again. Show you that it's still mostly in one piece. And for now, we'll end it here. When we did a good stream, over an hour, almost 2 hours. Yeah, this was my normal YouTube length anyway. Nice and short and sweet. Yeah. we'll leave it off here, everyone, because it is getting late, especially if you're like Central or East Coast. It's getting to about be midnight, or it's like past midnight on the East Coast. So yeah. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night. I hope you all have some sweet dreams. And to my peeps on the other side of the pond, as your day gets started, I hope you have a really lovely day. Don't forget your breakfast, and I will see you all soon enough. Maybe at the end of this week or next week. I know I say this every time and then we end up waiting a month, but we'll see. I'm trying to get better at it, I promise. But for now, have a good night, everyone. This has been Soji, and I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye. I really need to find a way to get rid of the bits thing. I don't like having that in the credits.